To ask the Minister for Business and Enterprise and Innovation the number of applications for the Brexit Loan Scheme announced in Budget 2018, particularly from counties Cavan and Monaghan, and if you make a statement on the matter.
Minister.
I thank the Deputy for raising this issue. The Brexit Loan Scheme is a loan guarantee scheme for eligible businesses with up to 499 employees that need relatively short-term credit to address working capital challenges brought about by Brexit. It enables eligible Irish businesses to overcome temporary cash flow issues that might otherwise have adverse effects in the long term. The purpose of the scheme is to support businesses responding to their Brexit challenges through innovating, changing or adapting to a post-Brexit environment. These responses may include strengthening their product offering, developing new markets to diversify their trade footprint, changing their organisational structure or developing new capabilities. The scheme is open to both state agency clients and businesses that do not have any relationship with state agencies. Sole traders may also apply. The scheme features a two-stage application process. First, businesses must apply to the Strategic Banking Corporation of Ireland to confirm their eligibility for the scheme. This application process requires businesses to use guidelines provided on the SBCI website to determine if they are eligible, and if so, to complete the eligibility form. As part of the process, businesses must submit a business plan demonstrating the means by which they intend to innovate, change or adapt to meet the challenges posed by Brexit. Guidance is available on the SBCI website on completing a business plan. The SBCI assess the applications and successful applicants receive an eligibility reference number. Successful applicants can then apply for a loan under the scheme with one of the participating finance providers. Participating finance providers are the Bank of Ireland, Ulster Bank and Allied Irish Bank. Approval of loans under the Brexit Loan Scheme is subject to the finance provider's own credit policies and procedures. As part of its efforts to promote the scheme, the SBCI has participated in numerous Brexit-related events, including a recent event in Cootehill, County Cavan. The scheme was launched on the 28th of March this year, and to date there have been 12 applications in total from Cavan and Monaghan, 6 from each county.
Deputy Smith.
Minister, I suppose you would find that sort of worrying that at this stage we only have 6 applications in from both counties, and I appreciate you're trying to put measures in place that will identify where concerns might be, where measures need to be taken, and putting measures in place to, I suppose, galvanise the businesses and enterprises that exist in Cavan and Monaghan to protect them against a hard Brexit, which it certainly looks like something that we are definitely facing. The 300 million SME loan scheme for businesses was announced to much fanfare in Budget 2018. So, Minister, could you inform the House how many businesses have applied for the Strategic Banking Corporation of Ireland to confirm their eligibility for the scheme? And I know you referred to it there in your opening remarks. How many received an eligibility reference number? How many submitted a business plan for the application process? And how many loans have been approved nationally, or particularly from the border counties of Cavan and Monaghan?
Minister, 1 minute.
Thank you. As I have mentioned, there have been 151 applications to the SBCI. 132 applications have been deemed eligible to seek a loan under the scheme. They can proceed to one of the participating finance providers, which I said are Bank of Ireland, Ulster Bank or AIB. Approval of loans are subject to the finance provider's own credit policies and procedures. To date, 10 loans have been progressed to sanction at finance provider level. These loans total €2.49 million of lending under the Brexit Loan Scheme.
And supplementary.
They are extremely small and low figures, and I'm sure you'd have to agree with that yourself. We have learned that just 2% of the 122 of Enterprise Ireland's over 5,000 client companies have availed of its Brexit pre-prepared grants. And, Minister, the figures, as I said, you've read out here today, will not instil any confidence in the sense that people are actually engaging with these packages that are being provided, that they maybe don't have the wherewithal. As we know, people involved in business are so consumed with the job of running the business, it would appear from the figures you have read out today and from parliamentary questions that my colleague Deputy Billy Kelleher have submitted, that the uptake is really alarmingly low. 2% of the 122 of Enterprise Ireland's over 5,000 clients. Staggeringly, alarmingly low figures, Minister. So what are you doing to address this? And obviously my concern, the same as your own and Deputy Brennan Smith here, are border counties. How are we going to actually get them grasp their troubles by the neck and get them involved and get them actually taking up these packages that you are making available?
Minister, short response.
Yes, thank you. Well, there are a range of suites available to businesses. Well, can I just say that, without interruption, businesses are engaging with Enterprise Ireland, the local enterprise office, and to be fair, I think it's incumbent on all of us in this House to let people know. And this here is a very, very simple little brochure, and it outlines all the supports that are there. And we should use every opportunity. In fairness to Enterprise Ireland, there are advertisements on the radio every day. We cannot tell businesses, we can only do so much, and I can only once again use this forum to encourage businesses to engage with Enterprise Ireland, to engage with Intertrade Ireland, to engage with the local enterprise offices. And in 2018 so far, Enterprise Ireland has supported 639 Brexit-exposed clients, and these supports included 50 innovation grants, 180 competitiveness grants and 100 market diversification supports. In addition, 180 Brexit-exposed clients have participated on trade missions in the first 6 months of the year, and there was, in terms of Brexit advisory services, EI's 7th Brexit Prepared Clinic took place in the Aviva Stadium on the 21st of June with over 110 companies attending, 67 of which were EI clients. So I can just say, please, would everybody just use the opportunity? There's loads of support, would companies engage, and that's the message I want them to hear. Please engage, the help is there, engage with Enterprise Ireland, local enterprise office or Intertrade Ireland. Thank you.
We have about 2 minutes left. I'm going to give an opportunity to Deputy Durkin, who's waited here